Another one bites the dust. Welcome to Community News. My name is Paul.
And my name is Swinging is in the Air, Sasha.
Hello there. Swinging is in the air. Sasha, how are you today?
I am wonderful. It's spring, and as you know, every week that it gets springier, Sasha's mood gets up higher and I get happier.
I know exactly. If it wasn't 30 degrees today with 50-mile-an-hour winds making it feel like it was 10, I would be in a spring mood also. But hopefully by this weekend, we'll
Yes,
get back to the 50s so we can be springing along.
we have had a few little days that glimmer through, and I'll tell you, for me, it's just those daffodils and those couple of blooms that are coming through in the ground that remind me that life is not over. We did not survive a nuclear holocaust. It was just winter, and little flowers are starting to bloom again, and it will be spring very soon.
Perfect. So I don't know what we've done, but last week we reported about the massage parlor closing down, and I don't know if we're causing a trend in town, but this week the famed swinger club, the Red Rooster, is gone. It finally closed down. It was raided by the police after years and years and years. It's gone. I don't know
Right.
if we're, if all these sex people are going to be mad at us at this
I
point.
know. Well, the best is I did not know there was an official swinger club until I read that news story. I did not know that it's not in Townport because I think when they ran out Crazy Vins and they ran out the Brook Cafe, they would never allow a swinging club. But it is, let's face it, in a nearby town in Townfield County. And when I read that news story, I was like, my mouth was aghast. I was like, there's an actual swingers club and not just behind closed doors, underground, people talking, a physical place.
It was crazy. And you know what? You're lucky you didn't go in there with your mouth aghast. Otherwise, who knows what would have happened.
Would
So,
have ended up in there. That's what she said. But
right.
let me say, I cannot believe there was a physical, what do they call it? A storefront for the swingers club. And then when I read the news article, it said that right next to it was a Baptist church and something else, I think a sewing shop. And the people from the Baptist church were super upset about this storefront swingers club right near their church. But I loved reading the comments in that news article because maybe we should link it in our on our page. The comments were just a blast. So many people were like, "Who are they hurting? Leave them alone. If they want to do that, it's not hurting you. Mind your own business, church people." And then other people were saying, "I bet you half their membership is from that Baptist church."
Right. It was a whole no, I can't even say the word. Concordium? No, that's not the right word. Is that the right word?
I was thinking that was the word you were going to say, concordium.
Yeah, of misfits and all sorts of things. People complaining, people loving it. Anyway, it's gone. And so we've closed
Sad.
down yet another thing in town. I don't blame us, but it is a coincidence how these things happen.
But it's a coincidence that we were just talking about Crazy Vins and the Brook Cafe that used to be in Townport are places that were considered tawdry for us. Not to insinuate that a gay bar is tawdry. I don't think it's tawdry, but I'm just saying there were people who objected to it. But an actual swingers club with a storefront, that is so good. Like I wish we drove by it when it was still there and got a picture in front of the sign. Like what did it say? JoJo's Swingers Club?
I don't know. I never frequented. I never went in with my mouth agape to see what was going on. Anyway, it's gone. But in happier news for all
Uh-huh.
you swingers, maybe you can convene at the Colonial Campout this weekend. Weather permitting, warm enough. There's going to be a Colonial Campout. Who knows what type of shenanigans are going to go on there?
I didn't catch that one in the news. You sent me the clipping about the Colonial Campout. And my first thought was, okay, are these the swingers just trying to find a new way? Because, first of all, closing down their storefront does nothing. All they have to do is have house parties. So maybe their first official event is the Colonial Campout, where they're all going to be swinging in tents dressed in colonial Mayfair pilgrim outfits.
I can't think of anything I'd like to do less than whatever our next story is going to be. But this one, I can't imagine dressing in all wool and using God knows what for toilet paper, making in a hole in the ground. Ugh, it sounds so
Yeah,
miserable and awful.
I
And
agree. I've never understood react. What are they called? Reactionists? No, re.
Revolutionary. Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I think they're called recreationists.
Recreationist, yes.
Yeah, the people who go around and like recreate the Civil Wars and the Revolutionary Wars. I've never understood that, even though I'm a lover of history. But like, I'll just sit with a history book. Thank you. Like you, I do not want to be in wool. I have serious skin sensory issues. I can't even wear the softest cashmere in the world. There's no way in heck, I'm trying to be PG, that I would wear those wool skivvies, those wool many layers, those wool like knickers, then a dress over it, just to be like, yay, we're reenacting the Revolutionary War.
And then if somebody pulls out a fife, I would go insane at that point because I know somebody would pull one out and try to
A fight.
uh, play some sort of revolutionary
So
music.
I'm sure people are there with recorders from their kids' third grade years going do 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 do
That's
do.
just as bad. I couldn't take it. Anyway, so the third thing in town,
Yeah.
if you're lamenting the swingers club, if you don't want to go to the Colonial camp out, this Saturday night at the community center, a Taylor Swift karaoke party. So for all
Woo!
you off-key singers, what could be better than
That
singing along to Taylor Swift with all your Swifty friends?
Okay, that sounds really fun and really on trend and really hip. I think that's so cool. All last year, I saw the whole world going to Taylor Swift concerts, yourself included, Paul. I saw people traveling to Europe, to Paris, to Amsterdam, to all over the world to see Taylor Swift. And I was thinking, I can't even afford a Taylor Swift ticket here in America. These people are making European vacations out of it. So I like this sing along because this is like designed for people like me who can't afford the $1,000 or $1,500 Taylor Swift concert ticket, who can't afford to make it a $5,000 jaunt to Europe. But we can sit at our own little town hall. Is it at town hall or is it at the Levitt Pavilion?
It's at
Which
Town Hall. It's at Town Hall at the community center at Town Hall. So,
what to do is what, $10 to get in or $20?
yes, that's it.
And that probably gets donated to something positive in the town.
It's a
And
$10 donation, right? It goes to the town. It goes to some more community events coming up. So, yes,
supporters, this is the event. If you love Taylor Swift or your kids do, but you're a townie like me who can't just be jet setting off to all these places like everyone else, this is our event, guys. Let's go. I will promise I will be there. I
there
will
you
go.
go. Our very own Sasha will be carooning along to whatever Taylor Swift song she finds. I don't know. What does she sing? Love will tear us apart. No, that's Joy Division. Saturday Nights Are Right for Fighting. No, that's Elton John. I forget. Whatever song that Taylor wants to sing.
One of my absolute favorite Taylor Swift songs, and I'm not a Swiftie. I don't identify as a Swiftie. I don't know all her songs, but I love the song and the video for I've Got a Blank Space, Baby, and I'll write your name.
That's worth the price of admission right there to hear Sasha Caroon, carouse,
Purposely whispering,
sing that song.
saying it so we don't have to pay the royalties.
Thank you.
But I've got a blank space, baby, and I'll write your name.
Perfect. Anyway, so Taylor Swift on Saturday, Colonial Camp out on Friday night, and all you swingers, I'm sure you'll find a new place to meet up. And that wraps up this episode of Community News.
Paul, before we do that, we still have no revenue and we need another business idea. How about the business idea is you and I take turns hosting the swinger parties in our finished basements.
How about you do that and I'll collect the money because there is no way the cleaning bill will ever be commensurate with the amount of money that we charge.
That's why I thought in advance we will have it only in our finished basements. We will not allow them on the first or second floor. So we'll have it in our kids' former playrooms and former teen hangouts where the carpet's already crusty and old. Well, we'll just, have it down there, spread out a bunch of pillows and blankets. And, these people don't need beds. They just need pillows and blankets on the floor, sleeping bags.
Perfect. You know what? We'll try it out the first 6 or 7 years at your place, and then if it works out, then we'll move over to my place.
Okay, but people, swingers, there will have to be an admission charge of at least 20 a piece because I'm going to need a cleaning crew, not just a regular cleaning lady. I'm going to need a deep cleaning after each one, which is for your own safety and your own hygiene. You know, it's not just for mine, but you want it to be clean the next time you come there. So I'll need a deep cleaning, you know, after each one. So, all right, this will be our new project, but I would like to make some money. I mean, can someone please send us a Patreon or something? Can someone send us $5 in the mail? I'm broke. I'm going to sing-alongs for Taylor Swift. I'm working 3 jobs, and I'm looking at hosting swingers in my basement. It's time to make some money from the show.
Let's do it. Anyway, that wraps up this episode of Community News, and as always, my name is Paul.
As always, my name is Sasha. This week I am Swingers Are in the Air, Sasha. And we love you, community.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
I'll see you next Tuesday, Paul.
Sounds good. Bye.
Bye-bye.